Each and every Wednesday at SportsMemo.com, you will get a 33% discount on everything you fit into your cart using coupon code CART33 when checking out. Whether it's a daily package, a one-day all-access, a 3, 7, or 30-day package, a full season of sports of your choice, or a full 12-month from your favorite handicapper, you will save 33% using coupon code CART33 on Fill Your Cart Wednesday. You can fill your cart as many times as you want each and every Wednesday. And even better, coupon code CART33 never changes and will become active each week at 12:01 and last until the clock strikes midnight.
Welcome, everyone. I am John Ryan of SportsMemo.com, and it's the time for the Daily Dime Show. This is our NCAA basketball show that we produce every single day, Monday through Friday, and sometimes on Saturday. The big slates of Saturday cards last week had 146 games, so we select 3 on each show and break them down. And I'm joined by my good friend and pal, Jesse Schule, also SportsMemo.com, and an expert in college basketball and just about everything he touches, from soccer to hockey to baseball to NFL, college football. They're running discounts right now, subscriptions, guys and gals. Make sure you get over there and take advantage of them on both of us, and I'm assure you'll be glad you did. Jesse, welcome to the show. We're going to get right to it. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to take a look at the South Carolina Gamecocks in the Southeastern Conference. Are at home, installed as a 7.5-point favorite currently. They opened as a 6.5-point favorite. They're taking on a Missouri team that seems to be playing so bad that they want to be dismissed from the SEC. And as a result, I'm not really concerned about this part. 75% of the betting action right now is on SC. And it makes sense because Mizzou should even get 25%. And I'm wondering why they're even a plus 7-point dog. Kind of crazy. They're 10-19 on the season. The season is over. It's been over. 2-9 on the road. They're 3-8 against the spread in those road games. 4-6 against the number the last 10. South Carolina finishing pretty strong here. 17-11 could be one of those bubble teams if they win 2 or 3 games in the SEC conference tournament. They're 11-4 at home, 9-5 against the number at home, and 7-3 against the number over the last 10. I have a funny feeling you're going to go with the Gamecocks here.
Yeah, no, this is a good spot for South Carolina. Everything's pointing toward a double-digit win in their final home game, and they're facing a Missouri team that's really struggling. It looks like the Tigers have packed things in. I mean, there's not much left for me to say. You kind of said it all, didn't you, about how bad Missouri's playing?
Yeah,
but
you can't sugarcoat it.
The Gamecocks had won 4 straight. They were pretty hot, and they lost their last game 90-71 at Alabama, but that was going to be a tough game for them anyways. The Tigers have lost 5 straight. 4 of those 5 losses came by double digits. They've only averaged 55.6 points per game in those games. The Gamecocks averaged 76.5 points per game at home. The Tigers, they averaged just 59 points per game on the road. South Carolina's 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 overall. They're 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 as the favorite. As you said, this just sets up for a blowout win for the home team, and I think South Carolina wins this by 10+.
And not to drill Missouri, because I don't like that, because there's kids on those teams that have parents and they love going to the games. It just happens that this year Missouri is just not a good team. They ranked 321st in offensive production out of 358 Division I program schools. Now, granted, they're playing competition that is the elite of the nation. It's not like they're playing, again, with all due respect, in the Atlantic Sun or the Patriot or the Horizon, which those conferences are actually starting their conference tournament today. But still, against similar competition, they have not been good. Assist-to-turnover ratio is just horrific, 309th, .811. That means they get about 30% less assists than they do turnovers. So they are a turnover engine. And I agree with you. I don't know why this is even 7 points. And it's not one of those that is puzzling me that it should be 10, so therefore we should take Missouri. I wouldn't take Missouri if you gave me the money. I think the money you gave me, I'd probably buy a new car instead of betting on Missouri.
I've taken Missouri a few times on this show. But I think
That's right.
if you're ever going to bet Missouri, you take them at home, not on the road.
Can't agree more. All right, so that's game number one. And it's my turn here. And guess what, Jesse? You're going to be shocked that I'm going to talk about the Big East. I either talk about the Big East, the SEC, or the Big Ten. But here is a game that really caught my eye when the line opened up. And it's Villanova taking on Providence. And Providence is the regular season Big East champion. And that was by virtue of their 19-point win over Creighton on Saturday, combined with a 2-point hard-fought loss at UConn by Villanova. That gave Providence their first ever, I might add, first ever Big East regular season title. They have won the tournament. They have never won the regular season, and I was shocked by that as well. What else is shocking is the fact that they opened up, the Wildcats did, as a 10-point home underdog. And that is kind of enlightening in its own right by itself. So the fact of the matter is, and here's why it's 10 points. Gillespie and Justin Moore are the 2 point guards. Of the 8 point guards on the Villanova team, that's 8 players out of 14 rostered players are guards. They're very deep in the guard position. But clearly, Gillespie is a Player of the Year candidate. And Justin Moore is just, it's like peas and carrots, as Forrest Gump would say. So they've been playing with severely sprained ankles for the better part of a month, if not longer. The last game, Gillespie could be seen wincing when they played UConn. They've had a week off. And then there's that guy, that head coach guy, Jay Wright. You ever hear of him? Yeah. So 7 days to prepare for a team that you would want to beat. And if they beat them, they will have swept the Big East regular season champion going into the Big East tournament. So I like this quite a bit, and I'll back it up with an angle on Jay Wright. And believe me, there's so many great angles supporting Jay Wright in so many different situations depending on the game. But against opponents with a win percentage of 80% or higher in the second half of the season, as the coach of Villanova, which is quite a long time, he is 19-7 against the number. I rest my case. I'm not afraid to lay the double digits. In fact, I don't care if it goes to 12.5 points. I would still go with Villanova. And this actually may make it as a 4%, 4-unit play for the all-access clients over at SportsMemo.com. I like them quite a bit. Let's move over to another game that just has so much ramifications in their respective conference. And that is the Big 12, and that's another conference I like quite a bit this year. They really are, they're slugfests, and they're fun to watch, and sometimes they're high scoring, sometimes they're low scoring. But this is Kansas. The Jayhawks are on the road visiting TCU Horned Frogs. TCU is a 6-point home dog, but only getting 24% of the love. Obviously, Kansas, therefore, is getting 76% of the action, and I'm a little concerned that the public is kind of betting them too much. That number is pretty high. But Kansas is a highly ranked team, number 7 coming into this week, 23-5. They're 6-3 on the road, only 4-5 against the number on the road. TCU 18-9. Again, do they make the tournament? If they beat Kansas, I would think that they are in right now. But they are 11-4 at home, 7-6 with 2 pushes against the number. 6-3-1 the last 10, Jesse, against the number. Who do you like in this game? And tell us why.
I will not tell you who I like in this game. I'll tell you what. I like the total.
There you go.
I like the way you teed it up for me, because you didn't steal all my material in the intro like you did for the last one. But
I didn't mean to do it.
The total is 144.5, which seems fair if you're not accounting for the time of year, the magnitude of the game. And when you did tee it up so nicely for me, you did express how important this game is. I mean, it could mean the difference between making the tournament or not making the tournament for TCU. And, the last time Kansas played TCU, they won 59-51 at home last year. The total was lower than 140 in each of the last 4 head-to-head meetings between these teams. TCU is a strong defensive team. They don't score a lot of points. They're averaging under 70 points per game this season. allowing just 62.7 points per game. And Kansas, if you look at their last 4 road games, they scored 70 points at Iowa State. They scored 76 points at Texas, 71 points against West Virginia, and 70 points versus Baylor. So, that's well below what they average on the season in their last 4 road games. If you look at the end of last season, this time of year, Kansas went under in 6 of their final 7 games last year. The one game that they went over 140 points is a 75-72 loss in overtime versus Texas. So, 144 and a half, that seems like a pretty high total for a game that has so much meaning. Road game for Kansas against a quality defensive team like TCU.
Yeah, I like that. I like that side of the over/under, and I think I have a slight lean here too on Kansas for what it's worth. I think Kansas will go in there, and to your point, these elite teams, they start clamping down on the defensive end, and that does win championships. Whether you want to talk about it and debate it till the cows come home, I don't care. These elite teams, from Duke to North Carolina, just name them, even Gonzaga, they will start playing some significantly better defense. And now I think you're spot on with this underplay for sure. So that'll bring us to the end of the show, darn it. I wish we could just keep doing plays like the whole card. Well, maybe not. That would be a long show. But anyway, thank you for your time, Jesse. And everyone, make sure you get over to SportsMemo.com and take advantage of the discounts that they're providing for handicappers like Jesse Schule, Dr. Chuck, myself. Ronald Kabang is running hot in the NBA. And Buster, Don Buster too, Rocky Atkinson, any of the guys that appear on this show. I assure you, you will invest in yourself and you will get your money's worth, and you'll probably have some extra coin in your pocket. Can't guarantee that, but we've been doing this a long time as professional sports bettors. We don't throw darts at a board. We really do the research thoroughly 7 days a week, and some of us 365 days a year because we just love it. So anyway, Jesse, thanks for your time. Thanks everybody for watching this show. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dime Show here at Sports Memo TV. And until then, always remember that with your head, never over it, and may all the wins be yours.
Each and every Wednesday at SportsMemo.com, you will get a 33% discount on everything you fit into your cart using coupon code CART33 when checking out. Whether it's a daily package, a one-day all-access, a 3, 7, or 30-day package, a full season of sports of your choice, or a full 12-month from your favorite handicapper, you will save 33% using coupon code CART33 on Fill Your Cart Wednesday. You can fill your cart as many times as you want each and every Wednesday. And even better, coupon code CART33 never changes and will become active each week at 12:01 and last until the clock strikes midnight.